Hello friends, welcome to C Programming video tutorials series. In the previous video tutorial, we understood break statement. We know that computer skips a statement or statements under the break statement. Computer skips a statement or statements under the break statement and transfers the control outside the loop in which it is written. It transfers the control directly outside the loop in which it is written, guys. We understood the syntax of break statement. We write the break keyword and say semicolon. The responsibility of break statement is terminating the loop in which it is written, guys. I also told you that break statement is used to terminate the loop manually so that we can write efficient codes. In this video tutorial, I would like to discuss when to use break statement with example program. Remember that break statement is used to terminate the loop manually so that we can write efficient codes. To understand when to use break statement, one of the best example is linear search, guys. What is linear search? Searching for a given item in the list. Searching for a given item in the list, guys. First, what we do, we write linear search algorithm without break statement, and then we write linear search algorithm with break statement, and we see how break statement help us to write efficient codes, guys. Let's have a demo and understand everything clearly step by step. I minimize the word. I double click on CodeBlocks icon to launch the CodeBlocks IDE. You can see that CodeBlocks IDE is launched. I'm going to create one new project. I say File, New, Project. I select here Projects, say Console Application, say Go. Then I say Next. I select C language. I say Next. Then I give the project name Linear Search Demo. I say Next, say Finish. You can see that Linear Search Demo project is created. I click on the plus sign. I double click on main.c to open it. You can see that main.c file is open. I'm going to delete this line of code which is not necessary. I delete this line of code which is not necessary. To create lists in C programming language, we take help of arrays, guys. And what is an array? Array is a collection of similar type of data elements. Array is a collection of homogeneous data elements. Homogeneous means similar type of data elements, guys. How do we create an array? We write the data type, then we write name of the array. I say here numbers. In pair of square brackets, we write size of the array. Size of the array indicates how many elements we are going to put inside the array, guys. Here I say 5 because we are going to put 5 integer values inside this numbers array. Then I say equal to, in pair of flower brackets, I put list of integer values separated by comma. I say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, semicolon. What is array, guys? Array is a collection of similar type of data elements. We have created an array called as numbers, which is of type integer. It holds 5 integer values, guys. And remember that arrays are going to follow zero based indexing. That means first element is going to have index 0. Second element is going to have index 1. Third element is going to have index 2. Fourth element is going to have index 3. Fifth element is going to have index 4, and so on. We can access each of these elements and display them using printf statement. I say here printf, in double quotations I say %d \n, comma. To display the elements inside the array, we write the array name. In pair of square brackets, we write the index of the element, guys. Numbers of 0 returns the element at the 0th index in the numbers array, that is 10. If I say build and run, you see it displays 10, guys. I close it. I'm going to copy this line of code and paste down. I say 1, paste down. I say 2, paste down. I say 3, paste down. I say 4. If I say build and run, it displays 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I close it. You can see that to display elements in the array, I have written printf 5 times. If you carefully observe, only difference we have is the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. To display elements in an array, we can take help of loop. We can delete the 4 printf statements from here. I'm going to create one integer variable I, put the initial value inside it 0. Then I say for I equal to 0, I'm initializing the I with the value 0 because the first element in the array is going to have index 0, guys. Then I say I less than 5. As long as the I value is less than 5, you should execute the body of the for loop. Inside the body of the for loop, I put this single printf statement. Instead of saying numbers of 0, I say here numbers of I. On every iteration, the I value should be incremented by 1 because initially the I is 0. Next it should become 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I say here I plus plus. We know that I plus plus increments the variable I value by 1. When I value becomes 5, 5 less than 5 is false. So the loop is terminated, guys. If I say build and run, it displays 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's assume item to be found is 20. I say here int item is equal to 20. We want to search whether 20 is available in this list. If 20 is available in the list, then our program should display item found. If 20 is not available in the list, our program should display item not found. Of course, 20 is available in the list, so definitely our program should display item found, right guys? We are going to take help of linear search algorithm. Linear search is all about take the item 20, check against each of the elements in the array. If there is a match found, then we display item found, otherwise we display item not found, guys. What I do, I'm going to create one character variable found. Initially we assume item not found, so I say here n. I'm going to store the character n inside found variable to indicate that item is not found. Inside the loop, instead of displaying, what I do, I say if numbers of I equal to item. We loop through each element in the array, check against the item, guys. If match found, we say found equals to yes, item found. Then what I do, outside the for loop, I say printf, in double quotations I say %s /n, comma, in brackets I say found is equal to y, question mark, in double quotations I say item found, else in double quotations I say item not found, semicolon. You can see here I am using question mark colon, which is the conditional operator. It accepts a condition. If the condition evaluates to true, it returns true part. If the conditional expression evaluates to false, it returns false part. So if found is equal to y, printf displays item found. If found is not equal to y, then printf displays item not found. We have successfully wrote the linear search algorithm for searching a given item in the list, guys. If I say build and run, it displays item found because 20 is available in the list. If I say here 60, say build and run, it says item not found. I close it. If I say here 20, say build and run, it says item found. Let me explain how this code is executed behind the scene. You can see that in the MS Paint I have already pasted that code. We are going to trace it. When control hits to this line, what it does? It allocates a memory block containing 5 memory locations. It allocates a memory block containing 5 memory locations, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Each memory location is going to have the index. The first memory location is going to have 0 index, next 1, next 2, next 3, next 4. In the 0th index it puts 10, next 20, next 30, next 40, next 50. Let's assume its beginning address is #1, guys. And then it creates one more memory location for the numbers variable. It allocates 4 bytes of memory location. To that memory location it gives the name numbers. Let's assume its address is #0. Inside that it puts the address of the array, guys. It puts #1 and then it starts pointing to that memory block which has the address #1. In C programming language, arrays are of reference types, guys. They hold the address of another memory location. That's what happens when this line of code is executed. Then the next statement is executed, item equal to 20. It allocates 4 bytes of memory location. To that memory location, it gives the name item. Let's assume its address is hash 25. Inside that it puts the value 20, guys. Then this line of code is executed. It allocates 4 bytes of memory location for the variable I. Let's assume its address is hash 29. Puts the value inside it 0, guys. Then this line of code is executed. It allocates 1 byte of memory location, only 1 byte, because character is of 1 byte. To that memory location it gives a name found, puts the value inside it n. Let's assume its address is hash 30, guys. And then it hits to the for loop. First initialization statement is going to be executed, I equal to 0. So I will be reinitialized back to 0. Then the condition will be checked whether I is less than 5. I less than 5. 0 less than 5 is true. As condition is true, it has to execute the body. It comes inside and checks whether numbers of I is equal to item. Item is what, guys? 20. Remember that item is 20. And I value is 0. So numbers of 0 is what? 10. So it checks whether 10 is equal to 20. 10 equal to 20 is false. As the condition evaluates to false, it will not execute this block. After executing all the statements in the body, control goes to I++. I value is incremented by 1. It is 0. It becomes 1, guys. And then it goes to condition part, checks the condition whether I is less than 5. I is 1, 1 less than 5 is true. As condition is true, it has to execute this body. Control comes inside and checks whether numbers of I is equal to item. Item is 20. I is 1, you can see that. Numbers of 1 is 20, guys. So 20 equal to 20 is true. 20 equal to 20 is true. As condition evaluates to true, it executes this block. It comes inside, found equal to y it sets. What it does? It removes the current value inside found and sets the new value y, which indicates item found. You can see that item is actually found, guys. Once the item found, we can break the loop. We can terminate the loop and display item found. But here what happens? The loop is continued, guys. After executing all the statements in the body, control goes to I++. I variable value is incremented by 1. It becomes 2. Then it checks the condition whether I is less than 5. 2 less than 5 is true. As condition is true, it has to execute this body. Numbers of 2, I is 2, you can see that whether numbers of 2 is equal to item. Numbers of 2 is 30, guys. It checks whether 30 is equal to 20. 30 equal to 20 is false, guys. As condition evaluates to false, it will not execute this block. After executing all the statements in the body, control goes to I++. Next, I value becomes 3, guys. I value becomes 3. Then it checks the condition whether I is less than 5. I is 3, 3 less than 5 is true. As condition is true, it has to execute this body. It comes inside, checks whether numbers of I equal to item. I is 3, that means numbers of 3. Numbers of 3 is what? 40. It checks whether 40 is equal to 20. It checks whether 40 is equal to 20. 40 equal to 20 is false. As condition evaluates to false, it will not execute this body. After executing all the statements in the for loop body, control goes to I++. What happens here? I variable value is incremented by 1. It is 3. It becomes 4, guys. Then it checks the condition whether I is less than 5. I is 4. 4 less than 5 is true. As condition is true, it has to execute the for loop body. It comes inside and checks whether numbers of I is equal to item. I is 4. It checks whether numbers of 4 is equal to 20. What is numbers of 4? Numbers of 4 is 50. 50 equal to 20 is false. So, if body is not executed, after executing all the statements in the for loop body, control goes to I++. I value becomes 5, guys. Then it checks the condition whether I is less than 5. 5 less than 5 is false because 5 is equal to 5. 5 less than 5 is false. As condition evaluates true, false, the loop is terminated, control comes down here. Then the condition will be checked whether found is equal to y. Of course, found is y. As the condition evaluates to true, the true part is returned. Item found is displayed, guys. Printf displays item found. That's what is happening here. If I say build and run, it has displayed item found, guys. But one of the thing you have observed that after item found, actually we need to terminate the loop, right? We need not to continue the loop. Here, after item found, we have only 3 items. That's okay. What if we have millions of items? After item found, computer keeps on looping through those million items, which is actually waste of time, right guys? Once the item found, we just need to terminate. So here comes the use of break statement. Break statement help us to write efficient codes, guys. What I do, I go back here. Once the item found, I simply terminate the loop using break statement. If I say build and run, it displays item found. The program works perfectly. But this is more efficient than the previous code because once the item found, the loop is terminated. We need not to continue the loop, guys, right? Let me explain how this code is executed using MS Paint. I have already pasted the code, you can see that. Here also the same thing happens. First, this statement is executed. What happens? Of course, computer allocates memory locations for the numbers array. I paste that here. It allocates the memory location for numbers array, and then int item equal to 20 is executed. What computer does? It allocates the memory location for item. I paste that here and puts the value inside it 20, and then this statement is executed. Computer allocates the memory location for found variable, control V, and puts n inside it. It is going to put what? N. Initially we are assuming item is not found, so we say here n, and then I equal to 0 is executed. What happens here? Again, computer allocates the memory location for I and puts the initial value inside it 0, guys. It puts the initial value inside it 0. Then it comes here for I equal to 0 is executed. So I will be reinitialized back to 0. Then I less than 5 is checked. I is 0, 0 less than 5 is true. As condition is true, it has to execute this body. It comes inside, checks whether numbers of I equal to item. I is 0. Numbers of 0 is what? 10. It checks whether 10 equals to 20. Of course, 10 equal to 20 is false. So, if body is not executed, after executing all the statements in the for loop body, control goes to I++, guys. I variable value is incremented by 1. It is 0. It becomes 1, guys. Then it checks the condition whether I is less than 5. I is 1. 1 less than 5 is true. As condition is true, it has to execute the body. It comes inside. Checks whether numbers of I equal to item. I is 1. Numbers of 1 is 20. It checks whether 20 is equal to 20. Of course, 20 equal to 20 is true, guys. As condition evaluates to true, it executes the if body. It comes inside, sets found equal to y. So it removes n, puts found equal to y, guys. And then what happens, you can check out. It executes the break statement, and we know that break is going to transfer the control outside the loop directly. It actually terminates the current loop, guys. So you can see that it is more efficient than the previous code. What printf does, it checks whether found equal to y. Of course, found is y. Item found is returned here. Printf displays item found, guys. So we have successfully wrote linear search algorithm using break statement. I hope you guys have clearly understood how break statement is useful. Break statement is used to terminate the loop manually, and it is used to write code efficiently, guys. That's it, guys, for this video tutorial. I hope you guys have clearly understood. I suggest you people to watch this video again and again, understand everything clearly, try the code yourself, experiment with more examples. In the upcoming video tutorials, we are going to discuss more about C programming language. For more benefits and be up to date, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share these videos with others so that everyone will get benefited. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.